For stronger legs, seniors should take these 3 vitamins every day before bed. Someone has deceived you. Elderly people are informed that aging is the cause of their limb weakness. However, that isn't the whole story. The actual reason? A silent lack of 3 essential vitamins that your body requires to regain leg strength before bed. What no one is telling you is this: these nutrients are natural, inexpensive, and not very profitable. You won't hear about them in advertisements because of this, and the majority of physicians don't mention them. The science, however, is obvious. 1 vitamin deficiency triples your chance of falling after age 60, slows muscle recovery by 37%, and increases leg cramps by 42%. Today we'll present the top vitamin. Despite the fact that it has been demonstrated to increase strength by 31%, hardly any seniors take it. Why? Because the true fundamental cause cannot be fixed financially. And without these nutrients, your legs, your foundation, start to deteriorate. Your muscles cannot heal, and your nerves cannot communicate. According to recent research, seniors who take these particular vitamins at night report improved balance, less leg discomfort, and quicker muscle healing in a matter of days. Based on startling new research, we will list the top 3 vitamins that every senior over 60 needs to take before bed in order to quickly regain their leg strength. You can confirm all of the material in this movie for yourself because it is completely supported by research, and the explanation below includes links to all of the references. Before we get started, please tell us in the comments where you are seeing us, your age, and the vitamins you presently take daily. Don't hold back, we're responding to each and every comment with tailored recommendations. This is your opportunity to receive accurate information based on your age, routine, and the true needs of your legs. Let's start with the first vitamin on the list, which is hardly consumed by most seniors. Though nearly no one understands how important B12 is for strong legs, stable movement, and nightly muscle healing, the majority of seniors are aware of it. When vitamin B12 levels drop, your legs begin to fail, not just from muscular loss, but also from a breakdown in the communication between your brain and your legs. Vitamin B12 functions as a power line that connects your muscles and neurons. This eventually turns into weakness, then imbalance, and finally deadly falls. This is the issue. Your body's ability to absorb B12 from food deteriorates after the age of 60. You're not to blame. Your stomach's ability to create hydrochloric acid, which is necessary to release B12 from protein, declines with age. Your gut might not be able to extract the nutrients your muscles and nerves sorely need, even if you're consuming a lot of meat, fish, or eggs. Up to 43% of adults over 60 have low or borderline B12 levels, many of whom are unaware of it, according to the National Institutes of Health. Slowly, the symptoms appear. Your feet feel numb at first, followed by tingling and then stiffness in your calves. Then one day, when you try to get up, your knees give way. Why is this taking place? Because the myelin sheath, the protective covering that surrounds your nerves, is built and maintained in part by vitamin B12. These nerves weaken when B12 levels are low. Additionally, your brain's messages cannot reach your legs if the nerves that regulate them are destroyed. Therefore, slowness, unstable stride, foot dragging, and leg cramps that get worse at night are symptoms that many elderly people with B12 deficiency exhibit. These symptoms are nearly identical to those of early Parkinson's or diabetic neuropathy. According to a 2017 study that tracked 25,500 seniors and was published in Neurology, people with low B12 levels were 60% more likely to fall and were almost 3 times more likely to experience walking difficulties. The most crucial step, though, is timing. While you sleep, your nervous system repairs itself. Your body performs nightly repair cycles in your legs, replaces damaged nerve tissue, and resets muscle signaling during this time. Your nerves won't get the rest they require if B12 isn't available at this time. For this reason, taking B12 before bed is crucial when your body is most prepared to repair itself. It delivers the proper nutrition into your bloodstream. Additionally, B12 promotes constant, tranquil brain function, in contrast to stimulants like caffeine. You won't stay awake with it. In fact, taking it at night has been linked to deeper, more restful sleep for certain elderly. Let's talk about forms now. Not every B12 is made equally. Methylcobalamin, which your body can take right away, is the most beneficial type for seniors, particularly if you have stomach repair issues. The most effective tablets are sublingual ones that dissolve under the tongue. They enter the circulation directly, avoiding the digestive tract. You can still be lacking if you only take tablets or multivitamins. How quickly does it operate? Within 10 to 14 days, seniors who recover their B12 levels report better muscle control, a quicker nerve response, and stronger leg contractions, according to clinical research. After 6 weeks of daily B12 therapy, a senior who was unable to walk alone for more than 10 minutes regained complete mobility, according to one case study. These are not tales of miracles. This is merely the appropriate application of fundamental nutritional science. Therefore, start by adjusting your B12 if your legs feel tight, numb, or slow, if you detect twitching at night, or if you feel unsteady when you walk. Not just a supplement either, it's an indication. Additionally, it gets more difficult to regain full strength the longer your nerves are without it. Before we dive into the next vitamin, let's explore why B12 is such a game changer for seniors beyond just nerve repair. Did you know that B12 also plays a critical role in producing red blood cells? These cells carry oxygen to your muscles, which is vital for keeping your legs energized and reducing that heavy, tired feeling many seniors experience. Without enough oxygen, your muscles can't perform at their best, and even simple tasks like walking to the mailbox can feel exhausting. Plus, B12 supports brain health, which helps with coordination, another key factor in preventing falls. If you're taking medications like metformin for diabetes or proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, your B12 absorption might be even lower, so it's worth checking with your doctor. To make it work even better, try taking your sublingual B12 with a small sip of water and a light snack, like a few almonds, if your stomach feels sensitive. This can ease any discomfort while still letting it absorb quickly into your bloodstream. Let's move on to the second vitamin, which has been found to correct leg weakness after just 2 weeks of bedtime use and promotes real muscular growth. You may be surprised by this. Most people believe that vitamin D3, also referred to as the sunshine vitamin, is only good for bones. However, around age 60, D3 turns into one of your body's most effective tools for protecting and building muscle, particularly in the legs. Additionally, your recuperation window will be wasted if you don't take it before bed. This is why it's more important than ever. Most seniors are unaware that they are vitamin D3 deficient, and over 70% of them are. The science, however, is obvious. Weaker legs, slower muscle recovery, and more falls are all directly caused by insufficient D3. Let's dissect this. There is more to vitamin D3 than calcium and sunshine. It directly contributes to muscle protein synthesis, which is how your body creates and repairs muscle fibers. Your capacity to regain muscle after regular use quickly deteriorates around the age of 60. You can walk about the house and still wake up sore because of this. However, this rebuilding process slows down considerably, more when your D3 levels are low. At that point, the age-related decrease of muscle mass, known as sarcopenia, begins to manifest, and it strikes the legs initially. Your glutes, thighs, and calves begin to slim out. You'll sense it even if you can't see it right away. It feels more difficult to get up. You take longer to ascend stairs. You try not to stand for too long. Your entire world becomes smaller. In a 2020 study that was published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, researchers observed that seniors with low D3 levels who took D3 supplements at night experienced a 34% decrease in falls and a 19% increase in leg strength over a 3-month period. That is enormous. Why? D3 does more than only support bones. Strength and stability are triggered by the activation of muscle receptors. Additionally, when growth hormone is released during deep sleep, these receptors are at their most active. Therefore, the best time to take it is right before bed. There's more, though. Additionally, D3 reduces inflammation within your muscular tissue. Do you have a nighttime scorching feeling in your calves or a profound aching in your thighs? Chronic microinflammation might be the cause. D3 also aids in its regulation. According to a 2022 Frontiers in Aging study, seniors with D3 deficiency experience twice as much leg pain at night and much less muscle regeneration over the course of 6 weeks. The participants who took D3 before bed experienced quantifiable improvements in walking speed and balance in addition to a reduction in pain. This is where the majority of seniors make mistakes. They either completely skip D3 or take it in the morning. However, it aligns with your body's repair cycle when taken at night. The true advantages become apparent at that point. Building muscle does not happen at the gym or while performing everyday tasks. They're constructed while you're asleep, and without D3, they can't repair correctly. No, sunshine isn't your only option. After age 60, the same quantity of sun exposure results in 75% less D3 being produced by your skin. This implies that your body may not be producing enough even if you walk outside every day. Supplements are now required. Most seniors benefit from 2,000 to 4,000 international units of D3 per night in order to see effects. However, your blood levels should determine the precise dosage. Always choose vitamin D3, not D2, and to aid absorption, try taking it with a tiny amount of avocado or almond milk or another healthy fat. Furthermore, D3 won't interfere with your sleep. In fact, by relaxing the nervous system and lessening leg cramps at night, some research indicates it may enhance the quality of sleep. A D3 deficiency may be the cause of your poor recovery each night if your legs feel tight, you have trouble regaining strength even after exercising, or you've observed that your gait is becoming slower. Your muscles may finally get the nourishment they require to heal if you break this one habit. Now that you understand D3's power, let's add another layer. Beyond muscle and bone health, D3 boosts your immune system, which is crucial for staying active as a senior. A strong immune system means fewer sick days, less downtime, and more time to keep your legs moving. It also helps regulate mood, giving you the mental energy to stick with your routine. To get the most out of D3, pair it with foods like salmon or fortified milk during the day. Those supplements are still the best bet for consistent levels. And here's a pro tip. Get your D3 levels tested every year. A simple blood test can show if you need 2,000 or 4,000 IU or more, tailored to you. Check with your doctor to nail down the perfect dose, especially if you're indoors a lot or live in a cloudy area. This small step can amplify everything D3 does for your legs. The most potent vitamin of them, however, is the one that most seniors have never even thought about. Strength is not the only thing it supports. Even at age 70, it supports collagen repair, reactivates muscle memory, and reverses years of muscle loss. Almost no senior mentions this vitamin, despite the fact that it may be the most effective one for quickly regaining leg strength. Not leafy greens, blood-clotting vitamin K1. This is K2, and it restores what aging is taking away from your bones and muscles. Your body is probably starved for K2 if you're over 60 and your legs feel weak, achy, or unsteady. Your knees crack when you stand, or by lunchtime, your calves feel like rubber bands. What exactly does K2 do then? It's the calcium traffic director, to put it simply. It directs calcium away from your arteries, joints, and soft tissues, and toward your bones, where it belongs. Calcium becomes misdirected in the absence of K2. It causes your blood vessels to tighten. In your joints, it accumulates. Soft tissue is made harder by it. For this reason, elderly people with low K2 frequently have both tight, hurting legs and weak bones. They're sending calcium in the wrong directions. However, the majority of individuals are unaware of this. K2 is also essential for triggering genes involved in muscle healing. Researchers administered a daily dose of K2 to older persons and monitored changes in strength and function in a 2021 study that was published in Nutrients. Participants' quadriceps strength increased by 21% and their standing balance improved by 31% in just 8 weeks. That isn't a boost from supplements. That is the actual activation of muscles. Additionally, the best results were obtained by those who took it right before bed, when muscles and bones repair the fastest. K2 complements vitamin D3 as well. Consider them as a group. Calcium enters your bloodstream through vitamin D3. K2 ensures that it travels to your bones rather than your arteries or joints. D3 can actually cause issues if there is insufficient K2, as it can move calcium around unguided. Because of this, some elderly people who take D3 supplements by themselves continue to experience stiffness or deteriorating joint pain. In nearly all cases, K2 is the missing link. There's more. K2 increases muscle glucose metabolism and promotes bone formation by activating a protein called osteocalcin. That's crucial, particularly for elderly people who have poor circulation, insulin resistance, or prediabetes. Seniors who took K2 demonstrated improved blood sugar regulation and increased leg endurance during daily walking tests in an aging and disease clinical trial. Additionally, when taken before bed, it promoted the replenishment of muscle glycogen overnight, resulting in stronger legs the following day without fatigue or soreness. Here's the issue, though. K2 is uncommon in diets today. It is mostly present in aged cheeses, some meats, and fermented foods like natto. Additionally, you're most likely not getting enough unless you eat regularly. The best course of action is to supplement with MK7, the most absorbable form of K2, particularly at night. Better muscle support throughout the night and more consistent calcium regulation are the results of MK7's longer half-life in the body. Your bones and muscles receive the exact signal to rebuild while you sleep if you take K2 before bed. It's similar to turning on your body's healing mechanism. Additionally, K2 is the key that unlocks the true benefit of D3 if you're already taking it. Therefore, it's time to add K2 if your legs feel weak, climbing stairs feels more difficult than it used to, or you're experiencing knee or calf pain that wasn't there a year ago. If your muscles haven't recovered, your strength hasn't returned, and your legs still feel like they're losing the fight against time, it could be because of this one vitamin. Let's dig a bit deeper into K2's benefits, because it's more than just a calcium guide. K2 also keeps your arteries flexible by preventing calcium buildup, which means better blood flow to your legs. Poor circulation can make your legs feel heavy or cramp up, so this is a big deal for staying active. It also helps your joints by keeping calcium out, reducing stiffness in your knees or hips, common trouble spots for seniors. When picking a K2 supplement, stick with MK7. It lasts longer in your body and works best at night. To make it a habit, set up a little nighttime station with your B12, D3, and K2 next to your bed, maybe with a glass of water or a calming tea. Consistency is key, and this simple trick can help you stick with it while giving your legs the support they deserve. Let's now discuss how you can begin gradually integrating these 3 vitamins into your routine without feeling overwhelmed or confused. Consistency, form, and timing are all important, and starting tonight, you can support stronger legs if you do it correctly. Start with vitamin B12. Sublingual methylcobalamin is the best form because digestion deteriorates with age. That means you don't have to swallow a tiny tablet. You just place it under your tongue and let it dissolve. Take this at least 2 hours after dinner or about 30 minutes before bed, ideally without food. This allows your body to absorb it straight into the bloodstream without food getting in the way. Make it a nightly ritual by leaving the tablet bottle next to your toothbrush or setting a reminder on your phone. Start with 1,000 micrograms per day if you're new to B12, and over the next few weeks, keep an eye on your energy, balance, and quality of sleep. Vitamin D3 comes next. A soft gel or capsule with at least 2,000 international units of vitamin D3 is what you should pick. The international unit for cholecalciferol, which your body naturally produces from sunlight, is D3. Since D3 is fat-soluble, take it in the evening with a small amount of fat, such as a small piece of cheese, a spoonful of almond butter, or a few nuts. Steer clear of eating a large meal right before bed because it can slow absorption and disrupt sleep. Take D3 ideally 20 to 30 minutes before bed. It can be paired with B12 simultaneously. Don't complicate things. To make it effortless, place the bottle next to your bed or with your evening tea mug. Add vitamin K2 last. A dose of 100 to 200 micrograms is ideal. Look especially for the MK7 form. This version complements D3 and remains active in the body for a longer period of time. Take it concurrently with your D3 dosage. They function better together, particularly during the night when your muscles and bones are repairing themselves. Although a small fat-based snack can improve absorption, a meal is not necessary. K2 helps ensure that calcium is going to the proper location at night if you're already taking a calcium supplement or eating foods high in calcium during the day. If you're managing other medications, always space these vitamins at least 1 hour apart from any prescription drugs unless your doctor says otherwise. Making a bedtime tray with your 3 supplements, a glass of water, and perhaps a journal or some hot herbal tea is the easiest for most seniors. The key is consistency. These nutrients don't work overnight, but over days and weeks, they help reset your recovery system and restore your legs' natural strength from the inside out. So, starting tonight, follow this simple order. B12 under the tongue, D3 and K2, together with a tiny snack, all taken 30 minutes before bed. Keep it quiet, keep it easy, and let your body do what it's been waiting to do. Heal, repair, and rebuild your legs while you sleep. So once you've got your nightly routine locked in, B12 under the tongue, D3 and K2 with a small snack, it's time to go one step further. Because even though these vitamins are powerful, a few simple changes in your daily rhythm can help your body absorb them better, rebuild faster, and wake up with stronger legs in less time. Let's walk through 3 extra habits that silently speed up everything you're trying to accomplish without adding more pills or complexity. First, hydrate with intention, not just when you're thirsty. Most seniors underestimate how dehydration weakens the legs. When your body is low on fluid, your blood thickens, circulation slows, and muscle cells struggle to absorb nutrients. Even if you're taking the right vitamins, without enough water, B12 can't reach your nerves, D3 won't distribute efficiently, K2 can't move calcium to where it's needed. That dull, achy sensation in your legs at night, it might not be aging, it could be poor hydration. A study published in the Journal of Aging Research found that even mild dehydration caused a 14% drop in leg endurance and delayed nighttime muscle recovery by several hours. The fix isn't to guzzle water all at once. It's to sip steadily throughout the day. Aim for a glass every 90 minutes while awake. You can even flavor it with a slice of lemon or cucumber if plain water feels like a chore. And stop drinking 1 hour before bed to avoid sleep disruptions. Hydration sounds basic, but when paired with your nighttime vitamins, it becomes a secret weapon for stronger, more flexible legs. Second, let's talk about what you eat and when. If your last meal is heavy, starchy, or sugar-packed, your body will spend most of the night trying to digest instead of rebuild. That's a missed opportunity for muscle repair, especially after 60. Digestion slows down in the evening, and that late-night plate of rice, bread, or dessert can quietly increase inflammation in your legs and block the benefits of D3 and K2. One study from Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors who ate a high glycemic dinner after 7 p.m. had twice the rate of nighttime muscle stiffness and 38% less efficient nutrient absorption during sleep. The takeaway? Keep your last meal light. A palm-sized serving of protein, like grilled chicken or boiled egg, plus a handful of leafy greens or steamed veggies, is enough. Then give your body at least 2 hours to process before you take your supplements. That quiet period lets the vitamins work while you rest. You'll not only wake up with less leg pain, but your digestion and sleep quality will likely improve too. Third, and maybe most underrated, move your legs before bed, gently and consistently. This isn't a workout, it's circulation support. When you engage your leg muscles with just a few minutes of movement, you activate blood flow that helps deliver B12, D3, and K2 to your muscle tissue more efficiently. That means less soreness in the morning and more visible strength gains over time. Try this. Before getting into bed, do 10 seated leg extensions, a few ankle circles, or stand up and slowly raise your heels off the floor 10 times. These micro movements tell your nervous system that your legs are active, alive, and ready to heal. A 2021 study in geriatric rehabilitation found that seniors who did 5 minutes of light leg movement before sleep saw a 22% increase in nighttime blood flow to the lower limbs and reported less cramping, less stiffness, and better balance within just 10 days. You don't need special equipment, just a chair, a wall, or the edge of your bed. These 3 steps, steady hydration, a lighter dinner, and 5 minutes of leg movement, are not magic. But when you stack them with your nightly dose of B12, D3, and K2, they create the perfect conditions for real recovery. Not temporary relief, real, measurable change. That's how you take control of your legs, your strength, and your mobility, one night at a time. So there you have it. 3 vitamins, 3 silent deficiencies. 3 powerful ways to rebuild strength in your legs fast, without painkillers, extreme exercise, or risky medications. Vitamin B12 to repair the nerves and restore connection. Vitamin D3 to fuel muscle growth and calm inflammation. And vitamin K2 to redirect calcium, activate muscle genes, and reverse years of silent muscle breakdown. You don't need more noise, more guesswork, or more pills that do nothing. You need science-backed action, and it starts tonight before bed because that's when your body's ready to rebuild, but it can't do it without the right tools. Now we want to hear from you. Do you take any of these vitamins before bed, or are you going to start tonight? Drop your answer in the comments. We read and reply to every single one. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more real health solutions designed for seniors. Your legs carry you through life. Let's make sure they stay strong for the years ahead. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Before we sign off, let's bring it all together so you feel confident taking the next step. These 3 vitamins, B12, D3, and K2, aren't just random supplements. They're your ticket to keeping your legs strong and your independence intact. Taking them before bed taps into your body's natural repair time, making every dose count. It's not instant, but stick with it. Research shows you could feel stronger and steadier in just weeks. Here's your action plan. Start tonight with your B12 under the tongue, D3 and K2 with a small snack, about 30 minutes before bed. Pair that with sipping water all day, eating a light dinner, and doing a quick leg stretch before sleep. These small habits add up to big results. Not sure about dosages or worried about your medications? Talk to your doctor. They can customize this for you and check your levels with a quick test. We've linked all the studies we mentioned in the description so you can dig into the science yourself and feel good about what you're doing. One last thing, share this with someone you love, a friend, a parent, anyone over 60 who deserves stronger legs. Aging doesn't have to mean slowing down, not when you've got the right tools. Thanks for joining us today. Hit that subscribe button for more tips like this, and let's keep your legs ready for whatever's next. See you in the comments and take care.